Bonjour, my friends. Today in the Crunch Time Kitchen, we are making one of my favourite dessert and savoury items, souffle. Now, souffle is something that's really special. Connor, have you ever tried souffle?
No, I haven't.
Oh, tell you what, it's exciting. What about you, Maria Rosa?
No.
Tell you what, this is really exciting for me because not only am I going to show you how to make it, I'm going to show you how delicious it is to eat. And you're going to see people eat souffle for the first time. It's always a revelation, so I'd better get right into it. And in fact, the first job I'm going to get you on, Nick, is whisking up the egg whites. So we're going to whip those egg whites until they're stiff peaks. So they should be quite stiff, and that's going to take quite a while. Take it all the way up to the top, Nick. Great job. Lovely. Now, you want to preheat the oven as well to 200 degrees, and it's going to take about 10 minutes to bake in there. In terms of how many egg whites and how many yolks and things, all of that is available on our website, and you want to be thinking about balancing that out. So classic recipes there. Lovely. Now, while we do that, we're going to prepare the souffle containers. So we take the butter in the souffle, and if we've got a little brush to use, I'm going to wrap that around, and then I'm going to bring it up the sides. Using the brush to bring the butter up the sides will actually help the souffle to rise. There we go. What do you think? How does that look? Gorgeous work. Now the next step is we're going to coat these souffle tins just like that with the Parmesan cheese. We're going to pop a little bit in the bottom. Okay, pop a little bit of that in the bottom. Great. And then we tap it. So we tap the bottom just like that, and then we tap around the sides. And as we tap, the Parmesan sticks to the butter. Now, I'm going to get you to finish that one off. That's great. Awesome work. Here we are. Finish that one. Meanwhile, I'm going to get onto the roux. That's R-O-U-X, and that's combining some butter and some milk together in a pan. Again, hot, sharp, grown-up eyeballs. And this is actually a recipe that would be lots of fun to do with grown-ups because you might know more than they do. So I'm going to melt the butter and the milk together, and then I'm going to add the flour and stir vigorously until it thickens. How's that looking, Nick?
I reckon that is twin peaking right there.
Really?
Yep.
All right, now the milk and the butter are melting in this pan, and this is what it should look like at the end. We've already got one that we've prepared. It's going to take a little while for this to work, and as this melts, and I'll show you how it looks when you put the flour in as well. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, now this one I'm actually going to get you onto because it's cooled a little bit. Grab the whisk, I'm going to pop the eggs in and we're going to stir them in. You ready? There we go. Start whisking.
There we go.
This one's actually cooled, so you're fine. The reason we take it off the heat is we don't want to cook the eggs, we just want to combine them with the roux. Great job. What do you think? Phone a friend? Oh, Captain, my captain?
Yeah, tap out, tap out.
Tap
That's
out.
hard work.
So you want to use a really brisk motion, just like that, to make sure that it's all incorporated. And you don't have to be gentle with this, but you do have to be gentle with the egg whites. So I'm going to get Connor and Nick with their precise hands onto that job. And as per usual, I'm making a mess too. Okay.
Perfect. Nice work, Connor. Good
Great job.
That looks pretty stiff there.
Yes, great job. Okay, now I'm going to get you to spatch the, let's see, in fact, I'll spatch that. There we go. Into here. This is the roux. Great. Now the roux goes in here, and then we're going to add a little bit of egg white at first
Connor.
to start incorporating. Okay, this is a very important job. So, Connor, I feel like having your eye on the ball, you're going to be really good at this. So, we want the egg white, just a little bit of the egg white in first, and we want to sort of incorporate that pretty gently. There you go. Incorporate that pretty gently into the mix.
Gently. Rocking it to sleep there.
Yep.
That's it.
Now start folding it through. And the gentle, if you're wondering how gentle it needs to be, I'm going to show you even more so, and you'll notice I'm not tapping the bowl because every time that you tap the bowl or you do anything with these eggs that's too rough, then you're going to lose a lot of the air. So you've got to work fast and fold. See the folding? Almost like a figure eight. Now, if you're wondering why we've separated the yolks and the whites, The yolks contain fat, whereas the whites are just protein. The fat will actually impede the air pockets, which is why we whisk them separately. And when you're making meringue or anything else that you want air in for eggs, we always whisk it separately. In fact, even when I make my pancakes, I like to go whisking the egg whites separately from the yolks. Oh, that's gorgeous.
That is starting to look good.
It is, and it smells good too, because we've got some that are being prepared in the oven as we speak. Gorgeous. That's really, really good. And you can see that we're doing a really good job of not losing those little air pockets, which are the ones when you put them in the oven and the heat hits the fluffy egg mix, that's going to be scaffolded together. The heat's going to expand with the fat. Lovely. All right, there we go. Nice figure 8 motion, gentle, not tapping the bowl. I think we're just about ready. Oh, that's so lovely and fluffy. You too have done this before. You're hustling. All right, what do you think? It's ready to pour into the bowls now. Lovely, just tapping off the excess cheese. And then, oop,
Gently, gently.
scoop the mix in all the way to the top, and then I'm going to show you what you need to do with your thumb right at the end. Who wants to fill these?
Not me.
Okay, Connor, your job. And it's true, this is something that's really therapeutic, very relaxing to do at home because it does take time. And when you come out with perfect soufflés, you know that you've done all the right things, all the right steps, and kitchen science is something that you can really back. Lovely. Okay, Maria Rosa, do you want to do one yourself? There you go. Gorgeous. Look at you two. Okay. Now, while they're going on with that, I'm going to show you what you need to do with your thumb to get that last bit off. It's going to help the rise, and it's also going to create a really nice, even soufflé at the end. I'm using my thumb to just get the excess off the top. What that means is that it's not going to get stuck on the cheese or the egg or the butter. That's what you're going for.
Connor, I reckon you're ready to thumb it up, mate. Did you say that?
Absolutely. So first thing you do, give me a thumbs up. Now pop the thumb into the soufflé just
Maybe
at the
put it
top
on the
there.
table, it'll be easier, then you're not balancing.
Wonderful. And then use your thumb to guide along all the way around the edge. That's gorgeous. Now we're getting rid of all that excess because we don't want it to make an uneven rise at the end. Just that last little bit there. Great job. Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A lot of top restaurants actually make 2 soufflés for every one that they serve, just in case they don't rise. That's how precise people are about soufflés, and how easy it is for you to make at home is all about following the simple steps. Okay, Nick, we're ready to pop them on the tray. There we go. You two need a high five.
Step away,
Do that.
step away.
Well done. Okay, this is it. The final reveal. You ready, Nick?
Ouvrez-les avant, s'il vous plaît. Ooh,
Those
bonjour.
soufflés have risen.
Je me présente une à préparer earlier.
Yes.
Ah, c'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon.
Now, as you can see, the soufflés have risen. They've lifted up. How do they smell?
Good.
What do you think, Connor?
Wonderful.
Wonderful, this guy. The cheese lover. Absolutely, the Parmesan cheese. The other key with soufflé is to serve it right away, because the longer you leave it, the longer the egg starts collapsing in on itself and you lose that lovely fluffy souffléness. Now, I think it's time to give this one a taste. There you go. Spoon for you.
Thank you.
Spoon for you.
Thank you,
Spoon
Alice.
for you. And then we're going to
you
have to
make
take a break because they're all going to eat the whole thing.
Oh, it's hot, it's hot.
Crunch time.